Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Shall we begin?
Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card spirit messages for how do strangers view you, what do they think about you, what are their first impressions. Pile 1 is on the left with the Mermaid Tarot, Pile 2 is in the middle with the Light Seers Tarot, and Pile 3 is on the right with the Tarot of Dreams. Choose your pile now. If you need to pause the video, please do, and I will meet you in your reading. Timestamps are in the comment section, the description box below. Aloha. Aloha, Group 1. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card for how do strangers view you. When you meet people out and about, what is it that the strangers see about you? What do they find attractive? How do they view you as a person? So what are your first impressions that you give off? Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you for those who have donated. Of course, I'm always grateful for your generosity, as well as those who comment. Free to comment. YouTube likes it. I like engaging with you, so let's keep that up. As well as I am doing a contest for the month of March, free to enter, free to win. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that. It's to win a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll do the drawing on April 1st. And I also wanted to let you know that I do have openings available for personal mentorship for 3, 6, and 9-month programs. I have been doing life coaching and subconscious change work with people for 15 years now. So I have that available, as well as I do have some openings for retreats here in Hawaii. So if you are interested in working with me to get your goals and outcomes, just email me. That's in the description box below. Okay, so let's get to it. Pile 1. Ooh. All right. How do strangers see you? Let's take a look-see here. All right. Cool. All right. They see you with a Libra influence here. So they see you as considerate and fair, harmonious. They may find you to be, Libra is ruled by Venus, so they may find you to be rather attractive right up front. They feel like you are pretty balanced. We have South Node destined to release, as well as the Sun, so embodying truth and self-expression. People see you, strangers see you as someone who, is balanced and fair, but just isn't going to put up with anybody's BS. Like, they can tell that you are confident. They can tell that you are on a spiritual path. They find you to be, even if you don't feel that confident, strangers see you and they feel like you're balanced and fair and confident. They do realize that they need to come to you with respect. Some people may be a little bit intimidated. The Sun here is a Leo influence, okay? And so Leos can be quite, can be intimidating in their power, not because of anything that has gone wrong, but just certainly you hold a self-confidence that a lot of people don't. And I feel like you do this naturally. So even if you don't feel like you're very confident or very sociable, like, actually strangers do see you to be very likable, very amicable. You guys chose the Mermaid Tarot, so they may see you as someone who is very watery, either lives or loves to be by water. Strangers see you in kind of an otherworldly way, you know. Oh, sorry, I got something on my face there, sorry. And then really beautiful energy. It just feels like they see you as someone that they can talk to. They feel like you're a good judge of character, so you may have strangers who just come up to you to talk and say things, even if you're just minding your own business. Okay, it feels like people find you to be someone that they could come up to. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so strong Leo influences here. We have Sagittarius as well. So with Libra came Temperance. Okay, so with this influence, strangers see you as someone who's very fair, almost magical even. Again, Temperance is a card of balance and patience. And so even though people may not know you, you have an aura about you that is patient and fair and kind and harmonious, and they see that you will weigh up things. Again, that good judge of character. So people may come to you, even strangers even, as a mediator for disputes. They see you as somebody that they can trust and that they can go to help them to work out their problems, because we have destined to release in the Devil. The Devil is the card of Capricorn. It often has to do with addictions, codependencies, releasing things. Some of you may work in rehab or drug addiction counseling or in social services in some way. So strangers may come to you for the purpose to release addiction. That's not going to be for everybody, but you guys have a or about you that you can help the underdog, that you can help the downtrodden, and that you'll do it without judgment, that you see people beyond their addictions. You see who they are beyond their shortcomings or illnesses or, psychological things. So some of you may be psychologists or, like I said, work in social services or work in rehab or AA or other things in such a way that you help people to overcome the traps that they've set for themselves in their mind. And strangers can see this. They can see that from miles away. They know that you are someone who, even if they don't know you because they're strangers, right? They can see that you are a helpful person, that you're someone who can help people to release the negative influences. And then we have the Sun and the Queen of Swords. Okay, strangers' first impressions of you, again, is confident. We have self-expression and embodying truth, and the Queen of Swords is all about truth. They may find you to be a little blunt, so I do feel like strangers may be like, wow, this person doesn't mince words. They say exactly what they're thinking. They say exactly what is on their mind, and they speak the truth. And honestly, strangers look at you in such a way that they consider that strength. Okay, so double Leo card here. Strength is also Leo. Okay, so strangers see you as very strong, very confident. It takes a lot of bravery to speak your truth, and I feel like this is just your natural way of speaking. But when strangers meet you, it's that's something that not everybody can do. Not everyone's able to say how they truly feel, or to separate people from their problems. All right. Sometimes people label each other based upon their problems, not on who they are as beings. But strangers see that you can separate a person from their problems or how they're showing up. And you don't sugarcoat things, and strangers really like that. It's, again, almost intimidating, but that's not a bad thing. Okay, really great. I love you guys. This is really, really fun. We're going to just do a short readings with this, so I'm going to get one more card here. But strangers really find you to be really incredible. Very balanced, very able to judge a person's character based on who they are, not on what they're going through. You're able to lift people out of times of sorrow or addiction. You embody your truth. You say what you mean what you say. Strangers also see you as action and leadership and action. Okay, so that goes with everything else we've been talking about. People come to you. You might even have strangers come to you by word of mouth from other people you've worked with. They see you as a leader, even if you're just walking down the street, because you're the type of person who walks their talk. And so strangers see that. They see that if you say something, you're going to do it. And they look to you as a leader. And again, I do feel like some of you may actually feel like you're on the shyer side. Not everyone in this group, but I'm hearing in here like, I don't know about that about me. I don't think I'm a leader. But it's not what you think that you are. It's how strangers see you. So you hold yourself in such a way that people see you as a leader. And it may be time for you to step up and take action into that role, because you're already embodying that strength and that truth and that fairness. So this is really beautiful, pile one. You guys have beautiful energy. You have very caring and understanding energy, and you have very honest energy where you're upfront, honest, loving, but you get to the point, okay? And that can be a little jarring to strangers, but at the same time, they feel like they can tell you their problems. They feel like you are a solution-oriented person, and they don't know why they feel comfortable with that, but somehow because you're so fair that they feel comfortable to come to you. And so even if you don't want to be approached, I do feel like people approach you. Strangers approach you because they're showing me at the grocery store, and it's like a bug zapper. You know, people stand too close or they talk to me, even if I'm just minding my own business. So it's a very similar energy. Okay, so really beautiful. You guys are super fair. If you don't already work in the public, but have been wanting to work in a way where you can help others, it's indicated here that you're already seen as that, so that could be a good change for you. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. For those of you who would like to enter the contest, here's how you do it. It's free to enter, free to win. Just like this video and share it, and then in the comment section below, put leader, and that lets me know that you want to enter the contest for March. April 1st, I'll do the video drawing and announce the winner. Okay, so until next time, aloha. Aloha, pile 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages. Excuse me, got a little pick a card messages for what do strangers think about you? What are their first impressions, their perceptions of you? So this is strangers, not family members. Just how do people, when they first meet you, what do they think? And so before we get started, thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Big shout out to those who have donated. That helps my channel to grow, and I'm able to get some really beautiful tarot to share with you guys, as well as thank you for those who have commented that YouTube really likes that algorithm. I love engaging with you, so win-win. Also, I do have a contest for the month of March, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end how to enter that contest, as some are here for the messages and not for the drawing or the contest. As well as I do have some spots open for personalized mentorship with me personally. I have 3, 6, and 9-month slots available. I have been a life coach as well as a subconscious change work agent for the last 15 years. So if you are looking to make a change in your life, I would love to work with you. We can talk about that, as well as I do have some spots available for individual or small group Hawaiian retreats here on Big Island. I also have space available on Kauai. So if you would like to come do a retreat, also just reach out to me. My email is in the description box below, and we'll talk that over. Okay, so let's get to your reading. You guys chose the Light Seers Tarot, so already first up Strangers find you to be a bright, shining light. They feel like you are elevated spiritually. What Spirit's showing me is like, those paintings and stuff of these ascended masters and like Jesus and Buddha and other things, they always have the halo around. It's showing me that strangers look at you almost similar to that, in that they see you as a bright light, okay? And so your aura actually shines in such a way that it attracts strangers and it attracts people to you. Okay. We have fire, which is fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sag. It says confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Strangers see you as very confident. They see you as optimistic. Again, they see that glow. So it's like coming from your heart, but notice there's like a little candlelit halo right there. All right, they find you to be passionate. I feel like those watching you, whether you have a social media presence or strangers you meet out and about, they're seeing you as optimistic, but they're seeing you as brave. So there are some things that you do that feel like it would take bravery. And so what Spirit's using is the word inspirational. So either something that you've gone through or the way that you handle yourself in the public's eye. Strangers are finding you to be quite brave and quite inspirational. We have air, which is open, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It says open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So strangers are seeing you as very objective. They're seeing you as extremely open-minded. They're giving me strong Aquarian influence here. Strangers look at you and feel like you are innovative. They feel like that you have humanitarian type of energy, that you are helping others, that you can stay objective. And so you also may be a teacher of some sort, because they're seeing that they can learn from you. So strangers look at it as not only do you learn really well, but that they're being asked to come to you for some sort of training. Because we have early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So strangers are seeing you as almost nostalgic. So some of you, you remind them of a person in their childhood. Some of you may be teachers or early childhood teachers. So though you may not know all the parents or you may not know all the family members, the children are talking about you in a really positive way. And so that's not going to be for everybody, but because we have this here, there's an indication that you're very good with children, whether you have your own or not. And so people are finding you to be really rational, and at the same time that you do communicate well. Some of you may even, because they're showing me working with children, but on social media. So some of you may share the work that you do in your profession. Like, nothing weird. They're just showing me like my friend who works with children to help them to release tongue tie, right? And it's very inspirational to see the child make their changes, and the parents being there to make their changes. So there's something that you do that's really inspirational. Or it may be that you have a childlike heart, but there are children indicated that's very inspirational, that you either help children or you have a childlike spirit, and strangers are seeing that to be a really, really beautiful energy, that you are here to, for some of you, you stand up against people who have harmed children. And so strangers are seeing that. Like for several of you, you have a strong presence either on social media or in the community, because we have the communications and the community here. And so strangers are really looking up to you. Again, you're a light worker. And I feel like a lot of your light working skills A lot of what you're here to do is to protect and train the children so that they can be, so that they can build our future. Because the children do build the future. And strangers are seeing you in that way. Really beautiful energy. Like, I feel so safe around this group. So, strangers look at you and they feel safe around you because they know that you're going to take good care of them, as well as you have the confidence and the bravery to maybe say the things that others won't say. Okay. Yeah. All right, one more card here. Nice. So we have the World here with fire. So that optimism and confidence and bravery. The World here is you close and open cycles. Again, this card often, especially because I was feeling like there's a strong influencer or internet or social media presence. This is the World Wide Web. So the world can often mean that you are reaching the world through the internet. That won't be for all of you, but there is a strong message of that. Or if you've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel or starting a social media following, please do, because you will be very appreciated. The strangers that you meet do feel like you are well-rounded. They feel like you have completed a lot of the harder cycles in your life. And so again, that word inspiration's coming to mind. We have air and we have the moon. Strangers do see you as a bit mysterious. They wonder how it is that you've done what you've done. How do you keep such an open mind? How are you so original? They do find you to be extremely intuitive. Some of you are even psychic, and so maybe strangers have seen you on a psychic line or again social media following, but they're finding you to be a bit of a mystery and very curious about you. And that's a really beautiful energy to have, is curiosity. And you invoke that in those that are around you, pile 2. So strangers see you as both mysterious but also intuitive. The moon also reminds me of Cancer, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, and that's a very nurturing energy. So though you're confident and brave, again, it makes me feel like I'm being nurtured as a child, either as an actual physical child, or the inner child. You make the inner child of strangers feel really safe because you have a nurturing quality about you. Even though you are straightforward and confident and optimistic, you also have a very nurturing and maternal energy, whether or not you're male or female matters not. And then we have house 3 with the early childhood learning, child relations, the rational mind and communication. We have the Emperor. So strangers may see you, you may own your own business. Again, like some of them are saying like daycare, some of them are saying kindergarten teachers, some of them are saying, some other type of learning. Strangely, I just saw like martial arts, like jujitsu or something. So maybe some of you own a dojo or some sort. But your strangers see you as on top of your game, as the business owner. They see you as someone who is solid and again will protect those around you. They do find you to be quite inspiring. That word keeps coming up. I feel like for many of you, you maybe went from nothing in your childhood to building wealth or building a name for yourself, or you're working on that now. And people are like, strangers see you as this this emperor, male or female matters not. That's an Aries energy. They see you as action oriented. They see you as someone who will take charge and stand up for what you believe in. And that's very alluring and very charming to strangers. So I do feel like it's easy for you to get a following because people are curious about you. All right, and let's look. One last card here. Try to keep these shorter. Perfect. We have healing chaos. Strangers see you as someone who, despite what's going on in the world, that you look at all those butterflies, that you are a transformative power, that you do heal chaos. I do feel like for many of you, you have healed something in your own life, stemming from childhood, that now has become your platform or your superpower, and people are seeing your process and they are inspired by it, and the strangers that will come forth may feel like they know you because you have been going through this process and shared it with others. It also feels like your energy, like when strangers are introduced to you, they feel like you're able to, despite what's going on in a room, to calm the room, to heal the chaos, and to move into transformation. You have a very transformative energy about you, and strangers notice it. So really beautiful. Pile 2, I love this. I love your sweet souls. I love that you stick up for the children. I love that you can heal the chaos. I love that you understand what Spirit's saying is you have really great priorities, and strangers see that, and they see you as the wonderful, beautiful beings that you are. So thank you again. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button. I also, if you want to enter the contest, again, free to enter, free to win. How you do that, you like this video and share it. Do both of those things. And then in the comment section below, put Emperor, and that lets me know that you want to enter the contest. So thank you so much, and until next time, aloha. Aloha, pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with your spirit messages. Pick a card reading for what do strangers think about you? What are their first impressions? Why are strangers drawn to you? We're just going to look into it because strangers become our family at different times, or our lovers. I don't know what this light is doing, but I got something right here. Anywho. Squirrel. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I so appreciate that. Thank you for those who have donated, as well as thank you for those who have commented. YouTube really likes the comments. I love engaging with you, so win-win. As well as really thank you for those who are sharing. I'm doing my best to expand the channel so that I can start adding more and new content on. I do have a contest running for the month of March, free to enter, free to win, a 30-minute session with me. So I will let you know at the end of the reading how to enter that contest, as some are here for the reading, not for the contest. As well as I do have some spots open right now for 3, 6, or 9-month mentorships with me. I have been doing life coaching and subconscious change with people for the last 15 years. And so I'm absolutely would be delighted to work with you to help you achieve your outcomes and to move towards your goals. As well as I do have a few spots open for individual or small group retreats here on Hawaii, either on Big Island or Kauai, depending on what your needs are. I also have space open in Maui as well. So we'd have to talk about what would be the best options for you. Okay, so if you're interested in either of those things, just reach out and email me. The email is in the description box below. All right, pile 3, let's get to it. All right. So pile 3, what do strangers think about you? What's their impressions? How do they view you? Okay. All right. We have yang energy. Excuse me. It's proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. We have Mars energy, which rules Aries. Move forward and defend yourself. And then we have house 2, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. My goodness, pile 3, strangers view you as the boss, okay? They see you, whether you're in a leadership position or not, they see you as a doer. You are someone who gets things done. Whether or not you feel like you have strong physical energy, strangers view you as having strong physical energy. They see you as someone who can defend yourself and others, that what you say turns into real-time physical property and possessions. You are an excellent manifester. So strangers are seeing, how in the HE double hockey sticks does pile 3 manifest all of this stuff? And here you may just be thinking you've been struggling or had a hard time with it, but if you really look at your life, you are a go-getter. Like if people, because you know how some people nowadays will follow folks on social media and you don't really know them, so they're just seeing your life and your progression. And often, when strangers first meet you, they're like, whoa, this person has so much energy, like you're so get up and go. They also notice a warrior spirit in you. Mars is the warrior, okay? So while they may be attracted to you and find you to be a bit sensual, because Mars is expressed through sexuality or through war, okay? So it's Venus's lover as Mars. And so people see you in this masculine energy, the doer, the go-getter, okay? And you can be male or female having masculine energy. Like I often run a lot of masculine energy. Now I'm learning to be more feminine, okay? But we all have that. And you guys chose the tarot deck, the Tarot of Dreams. So it's my impression here that strangers see you as a dreamer. And you're not just a dreamer, you get your dreams. Like this group, I feel like it's different than the other two. It's like when you think it and you put your mind to something, you get it. And so I feel like for a lot of people, these strangers have come to you like from word of mouth. They've seen you in some way through one of your accomplishments, or you meet them out and about. It feels like you have really good motivational, physical, and financial advice. And so when strangers meet you, I feel like you just are like, look, this is how you do it. Like you've got the winning strategy, and strangers are seeing that. Beautiful. Okay. 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 Oops. Yeah, so strangers see you. We have 8 of Wands with this proactivity in the Yang. They see you as someone who communicates clearly and quickly. You take strong and fast action. I feel like for some of you, like in the business realm, like you're someone who will get back to a call immediately if you didn't answer it. And people are impressed, like strangers are impressed with you because you are such a fast and good communicator. You handle stuff, like you're the type of person that if I were to work with you and I needed something done right now, I would know to give it to you because you would go get it done. You wouldn't lollygag around and, take 2, 3, 4, 10 days, right? If you could get it done today, you'll go get it done today. And so these are my go-getters, and strangers see that and they're like, wow, these people, I wasn't expecting to hear back from them. I wasn't expecting to have that energy, okay? And strangers do see that you, like we have Mars with the 9 of Wands, okay? This is the wounded warrior and the perseverer over here. That your light's still going after you've had a lot in your life. And this is, Mars is about defending yourself. So in some ways, strangers may find you to be a little bit defensive or abrupt because you have really fast moving energy. And I don't feel like it's that you're abrupt. I just feel like it's that you prioritize well. And so you're busy. So it's not that you're unwilling to help. It's just that you're going to do it while moving, and you will defend yourself if you need to. And that's actually admirable. Strangers do see that you have been through a lot. So whether that's public knowledge or whether it's just in your energy field, they can feel that you have earned your position to move forward through what you've gone through. Okay. A whole lot of fire in your energy. So they see you as fiery and passionate. And then we have 8 of Swords with the physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. So strangers may meet you and see that you may not see all that you have. They may see you as someone who worries a little bit or is busy for the sake of being busy because you have such strong energy around you. Excuse me, because I just yawned huge there. I feel like for some of you, because you've been working so hard and always in forward perpetual motion, strangers may see that you're a little bit exhausted. That mentally you have had a lot of things on your plate, and even though they don't know you, they can see you are you're full of self-worth. Okay, so it's not that. It's just that sometimes you can worry about things, and strangers can see you and see, wow, they have everything going for them. I wonder why they're worried. I wonder why they're worried about their life, or particularly possessions and money. Okay, because you are such a go-getter, and people can see well, this person is the boss, and so, or they feel like you would be a boss even though they don't really know you, and so they're sometimes a bit confused because there is an energy of overthinking that you might have. The other thing that I'm hearing is that you may be a little bit intimidating, and it's not that you're meaning to be intimidating. It's just I always love when people say, am I intimidating or are you just intimidated? Okay, they're two different things. Because I don't feel like you purposely put yourself on edge, but I do feel like you do have a bit of a barrier up because you've gone through a whole lot. So you are the 7 of Cups here. So you are absolutely making sure that you gauge where you put your heart. You are not putting up with mundane BS anymore. You're not allowing yourself to be weighed down by everyone else's problems. What you invest in yields fruit. And strangers are seeing that. They're like, wow, pile 3 really uses their discernment. And as busy as they are, the fact that they've spent some time to talk to me or reach out to me really makes them feel special, because they can see that you weigh out your options. They can see that you take good care to, what's the word with that? That you take good care to make sure that your energy is protected. You have very good boundaries, and I feel like you've earned those boundaries through having some really crappy circumstances in the past, and strangers are like, wow, they have really strong boundaries. And then the other thing that strangers see about you is pleasure. They feel like you are a pleasure to be around. As strong and solid and busy as you might be, even with your boundaries, they find you to be a pleasure. They also see that you have created a life for you that's pleasurable, and they want to know, they're curious, they want to know, how did you do that? How did pile 3 create this life despite things that may have been going on in their life? And so we have the Deer here, which is about gentleness. Okay, so there's pleasure, and despite your really fiery and passionate self, you do also have a gentleness to you, and strangers see that. They see that you have good boundaries because you want to stay on path towards your pleasure, and you are on your path. Okay, and nothing's going to deter you from your path. And strangers see that. They admire it. They admire your willpower. Some of you, they keep showing me people in the gym. So this isn't going to be for everybody for pile 3, but some of you may have had a big weight loss transformation. They keep showing me actually Jillian Michaels. And so, you may have gone from being overweight or having a health struggle, and now you're teaching others how to be motivated, how to move their body, move forward, defend yourself, or you might teach a self-defense class, but those are really specific. And as this is a general read, just take what resonates, but you have this energy of motivation towards pleasure and towards defending yourself and being passionate and communicating quite clearly. So I'm really loving that. So thank you so much, Pile 3. That's how strangers view you. I think it's beautiful. Like, I feel like you would be an amazing coach. It makes me want to reach out to you and be like, okay, these are my goals. Like, what can I do, Pile 3? Tell me, because you've got the answer, right? And I love that energy. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter the contest, again, free to enter, free to win. Just like this video and share it. And then in the comment section below, write motivation. That lets me know that you would like to enter the contest. And I will do that drawing April 1st on video and announce the winner. Okay, so thank you so much. Until next time, aloha.